What is going on, my fellow fairy tale madoshis? It's been a while since I've done any fairy tale related review, but this chapter right here, it hints at death a lot. I mean, there's Juvia, Natsu, Levi now, and if this was not fairy tale, I would be concerned because everyone else besides Natsu, because he has plot protection for the most part, would be in danger of dying. But since this is fairy tale, the manga that we all know and love, where almost nobody dies, you know, no one's going to die. But honestly, as fucked up as this sounds, I want someone to die. I honestly wish the characters that are on the brink of death were different characters, because I love every single one of them in the scenario right now. But man, let's get real. Fairy Tail needs this. We need to get out of Fairy Tail is just some kiddie anime about friendship and all the bad guys turn good, blah blah blah. We need to break away from that, man. And a death like a Fairy Tail member death, like a very impactful one, would really, you know, it would help out Fairy Tail in that aspect. Now, I don't personally want to see any of the characters that's close to death right now. I don't want to see them die, but I'm just saying that Fairy Tail does need a death, because so many characters have gotten so close, then, you know, they've been healed or helped out or something like that. There needs to be a death, man. As sadistic as that sounds, we all know it's true. And I'm just crossing my fingers that it's not Juvia to bite dust, because in the end, at the end of the series, I want Juvia and Gray to hook up together, man. It has to happen. Even though he said that he's not interested in her, he thinks about her more and more now, as we've been shown within the past, I think like 15 or so chapters. So I want them to hook up together. And Levi, if Levi died, Gajeel would just go crazy. But if you really think about it, it's Natsu and Gajeel's fault that this is going on right now, because they were whooping their asses at first, and then they decided to turn on each other for the sake of the contest. I'm like, come on, man. It was hilarious at first, but now seeing that a lot of people's lives are in danger because of that, it kind of pissed me off. Since I didn't review last episode, let me say that I'm so happy we finally got Gajeel's Iron Shadow Dragon mode back, because we haven't seen it since the games, really. And Gajeel is my favorite character without a doubt. So it's really awesome to see that, you know, he's not being kicked to the curb, and that only Natsu can bring back his previous form. So it's really nice to see that. So we've just been informed that the water is poison, and any amount of it that gets into your system, you'll die within 5 minutes, which doesn't give Gajeel a lot of time to work with. And that was, am I the only one that thought it was fucking hilarious that he bolted his mouth shut like some Frankenstein type shit? And at first I was like, why doesn't Lucy just bring out Aquarius? And then I remembered, oh, Aquarius is gone. And then I proceeded to cry like a baby. But the highlight of this entire chapter, you already know, that kiss between Gajeel and Levi. Even though technically it wasn't a kiss, we all know that it was supposed to be symbolized as such. I mean, she hunted down her man. She said, I hear my man's voice. And she swam all the way to him. And Gajeel even confused her with light. So basically, Levi is Gajeel's light. We already knew that. But she's pretty much sacrificing herself for Gajeel's sake. And she only could give, I'm guessing, one good puff of air into him. So he still doesn't have very long. It's about the same amount of time he had originally, but it's just being rejuvenated thanks to her. So if Levi dies, man, it's going to be some sad, sad shit. But like I said, I'm not expecting anyone to die, because you know what manga this is. I'm not trying to talk shit about it in any way, but we all know. But I'm serious, man. If Juvia or Levi dies, I'm going to need to kick a puppy to feel manly again. Hear that, girl? I'm going to kick you if either one of them dies. Say hey to the subscribers. Say hey. But let's get real. Gajeel is not going to let Levi die. If he has a choice to save anyone first, it's going to be Levi, followed by either Natsu or Juvia, simply because they were old comrades. And he and Natsu still have a score to settle, and Gajeel is just too proud to let that shit go. Lucy may be out of luck when it comes to Gajeel, because they don't really have that kind of a connection. But man, just that kiss, it was so unexpected, but it was a beautiful, beautiful scene. There was no dialogue, just an awesome, I think like 3 or 4 panels worth. Yeah, Gajeel pounded the shit out of that demon, but he was getting his ass whooped at first. Do you know how hard you have to be pushed underwater to make a crater in anything underwater. But tell me what you guys thought about this awesome chapter. Do you think there are going to be any deaths, or is fairy tale just too fairy tale still, in your opinion? But tell me what you guys think. This has been JB Gajeel. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.